Hello, everyone. Welcome to the City of Healing. Wanted to come forth and share 5 memories of Easter or scent memories of Easter. And looking through my collection this morning, I kind of had interesting time looking through them. I didn't look through all of them, but to make it simple, I said I'll do 5. And these are some fragrances that have scent memories of Easter for me. So I'll share that with you if you're interested. First, let's start with this beautiful fragrance and beautiful bottle from Daisy Wild Marc Jacobs. And this is the intense version, which the intense version has banana in it. And it's a gorgeous bottle. And it's probably the main reason why I picked it out, because of the florals and the Easter-like colors. But it's a gorgeous fragrance. It's very soft and floral, and it has that banana note to it, but you don't really get the essence of what this fragrance does until you put it on your skin. And even though the banana note is very light, it's very beautiful and very much so noticeable. And what I've done also is add a fragrance oil to it, which helps enhance that banana note as well as the floral arrangements around it. And that is Brown Sugar Babes Brown Banana Foster, inspired by AI the Great. This is a very beautiful combination, especially if you like the note of banana. So that's number 5. And I'm going up to my number 1 best scent memory. And that's the other one, like I said, maybe because of the arrangement and the floral, is very much so given spring Easter. Now my next one is one that I wore so much this fall, I fell in love with it, and that is Kayali's Yum Bougie Marshmallow. Now this reminds me of Easter candy. And one of my favorite candies, I don't really do candies that much anymore, or really, but one of my favorite candies is marshmallows. And in the Easter basket, if we got one, or if I saw one of the candies that I look most forward to is the marshmallow-like. And this is exactly what it reminds me of. It's a beautiful marshmallow fragrance, and even the color says Easter, so that drew me to that. And when I smelled it this morning, I was like, yeah, this reminds me of the Easter candies. Now the next one is become one of my favorite houses of perfumes, and building up a little small collection eventually, slowly but surely. But this one is the House of Beau Bonbon. And this fragrance, although it's different, what it reminds me of is everyone getting ready for Easter Sunday church. And mom has put on her best cologne, dad has, the children have put on their little smell goods as well in the car, and that's the way the car smells. You get to church and everybody's smelling so good and refined in the best way possible. So this is like a combination of beautiful vanilla, woods, sweets, florals, and it's just an elegant and beautiful fragrance. If you don't know about the House of Beau, they're a luxury brand, and it's just a gorgeous bottle as well. These tops are made out of real stone. I thought the stone was going to be red, but it looks brown. But all stones, as we know, take on their own character and don't do what we think that they would do. And mine's happen to look brown today. So on to number 2. Now this fragrance, even though I don't have the original, but I have the lotion of the original, and my favorite was the exclusive line, Delina Exclusive. But then eventually I had about Delina Rosé, and I was like, for many times I went to smell it and I didn't like it. I just smelled it, I didn't like it. But then one day I put it on my skin and it was just, oh, It was just so refreshing. Rose, but a light, dewy rose. And it was just a watery, smelled like it had like water lily in it. Just a gorgeous, light, fresh fragrance that lasts all day. This reminds me of a fragrance that I would wear if I was wearing a beautiful flowy flower dress. It's just a gorgeous, pretty fragrance that you'll wear with your most beautiful spring Easter dress. And that's not Valaya, Perfumes de Marley, La Rose. And I got the small. I'm so glad I got the small because I haven't even gotten halfway through my Valaya fragrances, none of them. So I'm glad they finally got the very small version of a beautiful bottle as well. Just gorgeous. Now my next one, my first fragrance that I got of this, the original one, I got it and I sprayed it on. I said, oh, this smells so good. But then it didn't last. And I have a pet peeve, at least back then. If it didn't last, I didn't know what I knew now. That sometimes you have to let the fragrance get used to you. Sometimes you have to let the fragrance marinate or macerate to get on character. And at the time, I got the largest bottle, and it was pretty expensive. My sister came over, and I wanted to gift her with something, and I gave it to her. And she was like, wow, I think this fragrance is really expensive. You were going to give it to me? It's like, yes. So I gave it to her. And eventually they have several dupes. And one of the dupes that I liked the most was the La Parfum of YSL. And this is the La Parfum. I think this is the better of them. When I put it on, it does what it's supposed to do. But what this fragrance reminds me of, the pastor's wife. She is the best smelling in the church. Everybody else smells good too. Now, when you first smell this, out of the bottle, it just, it smells good. You put it in the air, but when you put it on your skin after 5-10 minutes and you're walking out in public, don't be surprised of how many people follow you around to ask you what you're wearing. I guess everybody's body chemistry is different, but just be prepared when you put this gorgeous fragrance on. You'll be the best smelling person in the church. That is YSL La Parfum in a gorgeous bottle. And that's it for my scent memories of Easter. And let me share my perfume of the day. One of my fragrance notes is white musk. Soft, fluffy, clean. That's one of my favorite notes. And what I'm wearing today, I started off with one of Brown Sugar Babe's fragrance oils, very fragrant, level 13, which is an inspiration of another 13 by Le Labo. And that fragrance, I've been crushing on that for a couple of years. And my dream is to go somewhere, possibly New York or somewhere, to actually go there and actually see them make it, look at the lab and get my name on it, decoration or whatever. I could have ordered it probably, but having the experience of seeing it being made is something I want to do. So maybe eventually I will do that and do that as a little vlog. Who knows? Let's see. Like I said, I started off with this. You don't need a lot. And maybe a palm full goes all over my body, purely hydrated. And then I go in with one of my favorite musk fragrances by Pearly Moschio Bianco. This is a musk fragrance, soft, fluffy fragrance, very delicious. I gotta find out where I can get more of this. And then I went in with one of my favorite fragrance oils, one of them, and this is Musk Malaki. And I got this, I think, off Amazon some years ago, and it still lasts, and it's just a very elegant. You don't need a lot. Just put this on my post points. Musk Malaki, or Malachi, but it's a gorgeous bottle, very much so soft, white, fluffy musk fragrance, very gorgeous. And the more I let this sit, the more fragrant, of course, that it's gotten. I keep it, of course, in a cool place, and it's just gorgeous. And the perfume, which is one of the dupes of Another 13, is from a brand, Juliana's Perfumes, and this is, let's see, 13 of Hearts. And this right here, it smells like Another 13, but it's kind of a lot of alcohol, it seems, in it too. I haven't had this long, so maybe I have to let this, it's been a couple months, I think, so maybe I need to let it macerate a little longer, but I decided to wear it with this today. But other people seem to say, oh, you smell good. I do. I mean, I can't smell anything. And that's the way musk is. You can't really smell it yourself. It kind of mixes with your own body chemistry, and that's what this does. Anyway, that's it for now. I won't hold you any longer so that you can enjoy your Easter Sunday. Take care.